What's good, YouTube? How's everyone doing? Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to another reaction video. If you're new here for the first time, my name is TMR, and since you clicked on this video, you might as well subscribe to this YouTube channel and make sure you click that notification bell. Leave your comments down below and enjoy this reaction video. What's good, YouTube? What's good, TMR gang? Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to yet another live reaction video. You have just entered the Break Room Chronicles. We'll break on only 15 minutes for y'all over here. We break for 1 damn hour. Hey y'all, what's good? Happy, what's this, Wednesday, y'all? Happy Wednesday to each and every one of you all. I hope you guys are feeling good and doing great. Thank y'all so much for stopping what you were doing and meet me over in the damn break room, y'all. All right, y'all see the title and y'all see the thumbnail. I told you guys a couple lives ago that I was introducing a new mom to you guys, and we're going to do that today, okay? We're definitely going to do that today. If you were in my live yesterday when we talked about Peach and her husband Wood and the divorce debacle over there, that I might know is actually not going to happen, but you know, they put it out on the internet. We'll talk about it. You know, que sera, sera. I told you guys we had some videos. I had some videos coming to you guys, and this is one of them. I've been meaning to bring it to you guys because I actually was made aware of her. I think it was like late last week, maybe like Thursday or Friday. Someone came in my DMs and says, sis, have you seen this channel? And it was this lady here. Her name is Allison Alanna. I believe that's how it's being pronounced. And I said, yeah, no. Never heard of her. And I'm gonna be honest, when they sent me the link of the video, I'm sorry to who it was, I didn't get around to looking at it. And then Sunday morning when I got up and started peeking around on YouTube, her video, she had an eviction video that came up in my recommended, and I'm like, the name sounds familiar. And then I went to my DMs and it was the same name and the same link. I said, okay, well, let me go check it out. The video was like 45 minutes long. It was kind of interesting. And as I was watching the video, and I'm like, is this serious? Or like, I mean, what's going on here? So I definitely had a lot of mixed emotions. And, you know, you could tell by the comment sections in her most recent videos that her audience is very mixed with their perception of this lady, okay? So she is a mom on YouTube. She has, I believe, I know for sure she has 2 small children, like a baby and then like maybe like a 3-4-year-old. And I believe, well, and I know for sure she has an older son at home that might be 7th, 8th grade. And in one of her videos, she mentioned that she has an older daughter who lives in another state that sounds to be anywhere over the age of 18. I'll say that. So it sounds like she has about 4 kids. Again, if you guys are more familiar, let me know. But it sounds like she has about 4 kids. I'm gonna be honest, y'all. I didn't go all through her videos, but she definitely, in my opinion, is just as interesting as anybody else that's came on this YouTube, okay? Everybody got a story to tell, all right? So I'm going to give you guys my thoughts and opinions of what I have, what I feel about this young lady and her content. Y'all definitely give me your thoughts and opinions, and we'll go from there, okay? So let me go ahead and introduce everyone to the break room. Black and Bougie, what's up, sis? You said, "Ooh, child, this is gonna be hilarious." I can hear Tasha now. Oh, baby. Okay, hey Peach. You said I just finished listening to your last two lives. Hey everyone. What Peach? Thank you so much for being a part of the replay game, sis. I appreciate that. What's up, Scarlett? What's up, Tiffany? Hey, Will. How are you today? Heather K's in the building. I'm a superstar too is here. Tyler's here. Mo Ladies in the building. Shirley Macklin. Kay's in here. Mama Twins is Renee. Hey, Renee. Yes, right on time. Finally caught me alive. Hey, TMR, what's good, chat? Says we good over here. I hope you good over there. Little Mama's in the building. Our family, our journey. Our family, our journey says it's been a while since I've caught alive in real time, listening while folding clothes. Y'all don't forget to clock in. Thank you so much, our family. Good luck with folding them clothes over there, sis. Hey, Mrs. Corey. Hey, Trinice. Trinice said, oh, I knew Trinice was going to have something to say. Trinity said, hey, Tasha, hey, Mods, hey, Chad, what's up, y'all? Good, okay. Then she said, oh, Lord, we have another mommy scammer. What we gonna do, Miss Tasha? Oh, I don't know, baby. Hopefully by the time of this live end, we gonna figure out how to handle sis moving forward, okay? We definitely gonna put our minds together, and we gonna figure it out, Trinice. What's up, AJ? You see, you said I was just catching up on your Peach live. I'm gonna go back to it when it's done. Yes, just make sure you do that. Oh, Peach said, oh, I'm scared now. Okay. Let's see who else is in here. Planet Mimi's here. AJ said, and she's pregnant again, I believe. I don't think she's pregnant. We'll talk about it. Okay. If you look at her in one video, her stomach does look like it's pregnant. And then if you look at her in her kitchen in one of her most recent videos, her stomach doesn't look like the eviction video stomach. Sis got a whole Rubik's Cube for her stomach over there. It makes its own shapes and sizes. I don't know what she got going on. I don't know if she got a hernia. There is some type of condition that where women can appear to look pregnant. I don't know the name of that condition. If you guys do, drop it in the chat. But there is a condition that women look like they're pregnant, but they're actually not. So, you see, I got all the scoop on here. She is in Maryland, and her name is Allison Taylor, and she lives less than 2 hours from. Just Tiffany said, "Oh, sis, I got all the tea over there." You say she live in Maryland? How you? Never mind. I don't even want to know you how you found that out. I'm gonna believe that you talking what you know you're talking about. It's funny you say that, Maryland, because I was trying to figure out where the lady lived at. I'm like, what state does she live in? But you say Maryland, so I'm gonna believe you, okay? Thank you, Brianna. I appreciate that. Yeah, I've been trying to be on the road, sis. What's up, TT? Hey, Pine. What's good, sis? Hey, Treats. Hey, Majesty. Okay, either pregnant and someone said something about a hernia. It could be. But like I said, her stomach, it morphs into its own shape from video to video. So, child, I don't know. All right. You say you don't trust Miss Allison? Okay, Chelsea. Welcome to the live. What's up, HB? Melody, Mimi's in here. Mimi said, could be fibroids, sis. You're right. It could be. Mimi said that. Miss Melody Pierce said it could be fibroids. You say it's called fat gut, but fat gut don't makes it like fat gut. Once you get that fat gut, baby, that's whatever shape it falls, that's the shape it stays. It don't make you look fat one day and make you look skinny the next day unless you got on some type of Skims or something, okay? Someone said she admitted to being pregnant in her comments. Oh, okay. For me personally, until she verbally says it out of her mouth, then I don't know if she's pregnant or not. Some people some women, get offended when you say, hey, are you pregnant? And they really not, So I don't know. Okay, so you said, yeah, that lady definitely has that Maryland accent. I picked up on that. Okay, you say you think it's Maryland? All right. Okay, you said she's in the Annapolis area. Okay. All right. So, okay, so Nisha's in the building. So y'all up in here. All right, y'all up in here. And we're going to get on with our commentary on Miss Allison over there. So like I told you guys, she just recently started posting this type of content. And when I say this type of content, for some of you guys who may not be aware of what I'm talking about, her content here recently, and I'm just going to say probably like in the last 2 weeks, has been about her troubles with her bills, such as rent. She has a washer and dryer that she claims she's renting. She even said a car note here recently. She's also mentioned a credit card bill that she was behind payments on. And in the most, well, not the most recent, but in a video, the video that caught my attention was her eviction video, which got a lot of views on it. It received, like, when I saw it Sunday, it was like 35,000 views. She said that she was 2 months behind on the rent. So that sounds like that video was filmed in May. And based off what it sounded like, she was behind in May and April's rent. Okay. And she talked about, it sounded like in that video that someone was going to be loaning her some money, right? And she started the vlog off saying that it was real early in the morning, like 5:30, 5 o'clock in the morning. And she said the sheriff was going to be coming at 8:30. So in the video, she starts off washing dishes and doing laundry and preparing to be put out. Now, what I found kind of odd about her response to possibly the sheriff coming, sitting all her stuff outside was, who is washing dishes at 5 o'clock in the morning? Because my thing is, if you knew the sheriff was coming at 5 in the morning, you knew 9 o'clock the night before the sheriff was coming. Okay. You knew the whole day prior to the morning of that the sheriff was coming because you hadn't paid what you owed, right? So if you were going to be washing dishes, that would have already been done. Most people would have already had that done. If there was clothes to be washed, all that would have been done because the sheriff coming is not a surprise. You typically, well, to be quite honest with you, when the sheriff is involved, they don't give you a time frame of when the sheriff is coming. Now, maybe other states are different. Again, we got to remember, all of us live in different states, and rules and how things go are different. But typically, from what I understand is when you go to court, like if your landlord puts an eviction on you and you go to court and the judge renders in the owner's favor, then you're given a date to get out. Now, that date is determined by the court and what state you're in. Okay. Some states are more lenient than others. And once you get that date, and if you have not moved on that date and the owner or the landlord is made aware that you're still on the property, then the owner has to go back to court again. They got to go back to the county clerk and petition the court again, saying, Judge, you made this person, you told this person, you gave this person an order to move by said date, and they're still there. So then they have to get another order, and then that's when the sheriff gets involved, right? And I don't know if they still do that whole throw your stuff outside. I don't know how that works, but I know years ago, it used to be where they would come and literally put your stuff outside. I think now what they do is they get like a moving company and they move it to a certain spot, and you have to pay like storage fees in order to get your stuff out. They'll let you get, because I'm the reason why I know that, y'all, because I watch a lot of these eviction situations on YouTube. Like there's channels of people who are like process servers who serve evictions, and then there's in other channels like that. I think one of them is called like ASAP something. A lot of them like in Memphis, and they'll come get your stuff, and they'll set your stuff outside. However, they'll allow you to get like your cell phone, your charger, if you got medication. They'll allow you to get stuff like that, but like electronics other than your cell phone, they don't let you take that out. If you search evictions on YouTube, you'll see a lot of those videos on YouTube. But with this lady, she was very calm for someone who, based off what she stated, knew that the sheriff was coming at 8:30 in the morning. Okay. We're going to take a quick look at that video. You said giving us Marylanders a bad name. Tia Mom getting ready for work. I have a video for, we said, for someone who sent her money and is very upset. Oh, okay. Hey, Miss Tasha, I believe this chick is in a cult. She says too many keywords that they use. She's trying to brainwash her subscriber. It's a lot of them on YouTube now. Yeah, Shalonda, that's true. But you know, you can only be brainwashed if you allowed your brain to be washed, you know. And that's okay. So we're gonna get into something. So let me go ahead and pull up the video, or her channel. I'm gonna say that. Okay, so this is her channel, right? She has right now 2.86 thousand subscribers. Okay, now her channel is growing really fast. When I saw her video on Sunday, she had maybe, I think it was 1,100. She was over 1,000, but she's literally gaining like 500 plus subscribers a day. Her channel is really growing because, and to me, I'm gonna be honest with y'all, I'm kind of surprised because I don't understand at this point in our lives, especially in 2023, why people enjoy people living miserably, right? Now, again, her situation that she's alleging on her channel is reality for a lot of people, right? We know coming off the pandemic, a lot of people are forced with the eviction moratorium being over in a lot of states. And unfortunately, a lot of people are faced, unfortunately, with the position of possibly being evicted from their homes because they can't pay their rent, right? But I'm going to be honest with y'all, I don't really get a kick out of watching stuff like that. So the fact that people watching and actually subscribing is kind of weird to me because, honey, as y'all can see here, TMI is not subscribed, okay? What I'll do is I'll search her name in the YouTube and put it in her search and go check and see what's going on. But I really don't have to do that because a lot of people are watching her video, so they're coming. It's coming up in my recommended. So it sounds like the people that are watching me are watching her too. That's why her videos are coming recommended to me. So the video that I was talking about that I saw, the eviction video, what video was that? This one here. And I saw it Sunday. It had 35,000 views. Now the video has 66,000 views, okay? Because like I said, her videos are coming recommended to a lot of people that are, you know, on YouTube. But this is the video where she was washing clothes and doing laundry, getting ready to possibly be evicted. And based off someone who thought they were getting ready to be evicted, it was shocking to me that nothing was out her kitchen cabinets. Now, I don't know if she just recently moved to this home. I think she said that she's been here almost a year, but her kitchen looked very bare for someone who's been living in this house a year. Like there's no curtains up to the walls. There's no, you know, a lot of people have like little cute kitchen knickknacks on their walls. It was none of that. Like her house looked real clean to be someone who was frantically trying to prepare to be evicted. It was shocking to me how clean her house looked. Not saying just because you're getting ready to be evicted, your house need to look nasty, but her house didn't look like I'm preparing to possibly have my stuff sitting outside. So let me gather all my things. So in the event I got to make a mad dash, I'm not frantically running over the house trying to, you know, corral the children and gather all my things. She was very calm in this video. And I'm going to be honest, I'm getting ready to get evicted. The last thing y'all getting ready to see from me is a damn video about it. Baby, when y'all see me, I'd be either in a whole nother place or at the damn shelter. And then I'm going to tell y'all, sitting in my car, then I'm going to tell y'all what happened. Not when I'm actively going through what I'm going through. But so all these videos, like I said, she was posting and she kind of went dormant around this time last year. So this video here was 1 year ago. And as you see, it was on Memorial Day. So she stopped posting around this time last year in May, right? And then she just recently started posting videos again 3 weeks ago. Okay. So she went basically a whole year dormant on YouTube. So, and if you look at these videos, she almost seemed like things were under control. She's doing Dollar Tree hauls. She's shopping for organic snacks, things to add to your grocery list. It almost looked like this was a different apartment. This doesn't look like the same one. Like this apartment a year ago doesn't look like this apartment here. They look very different. So I don't know about this video. This was 2 years ago. I don't know. Maybe that was her being pregnant. I don't know. I didn't even see that one. A year ago, she was doing a Zara haul. So it seemed like sis had things under control because you shopping for organic food, and organic food is not cheap. You over at the Dollar Tree fixing up, I guess, your house. You over here at Sam's Club and you doing Zara haul. So I said, okay. And then obviously you guys from this time last year until, so from May of 2022 to now June of 2023, something changed with her. I don't know if it was a man she was dealing with or whatever the situation is, but all of a sudden she decided to start posting about her financial troubles. She's even talked about getting into wholesale real estate. And so I'm thinking to myself, sis, if you're struggling with paying your rent, how are you going to try to get into wholesale real estate? That doesn't even make sense to me. Now, I know a lot of you might say, well, sis, what does she do for a living? Well, y'all, it sounds like she does something like DoorDash. I'm going to assume she's DoorDashing. I don't think she's Instacarting, but I believe she's doing DoorDash. And it sounds like she does it late at night. And sometimes she has the little kids with her. And in the video we're going to react to in a minute, she has her 2 small children with her. But there's other videos where she doesn't have them with her. So I don't know where they are when she's DoorDashing. Again, I don't know. So let me get over here to y'all comments real quick. Okay, there's no reason why she should know this much about her financial situation. This is ridiculous. I watched the video the other day and I was so confused. Yeah, the video was very confusing, looking like Pookie from New Jack City, not Pookie. I was confused too. I couldn't even watch the whole thing to see why she didn't get put out. Well, Simply D, the reason why she did not get put out in the eviction video is because, like I said, she was waiting on somebody to send her money. Based off what she said in that video, she said calling and texting someone and they weren't responding. So towards the middle end of the video, she comes back with the update saying that the person that was supposed to be sending her this money finally sent it. And then she goes to Walmart to get money orders. And then you also see her at the rental office paying her back rent. And then you see her back at the house feeling very relieved that she didn't have to get put out. And that was towards the end of May. But obviously, you guys, June 1st was rapidly approaching, but she figured long as she got April and May's rent paid, she was fine. So whoever this person, I know a lot of people in the comments was like, oh, I think a subscriber paid her rent. I don't think so. I think it was somebody she knows that loaned her the money or maybe gave her the money. But I do know here recently, since her channel has been getting a little bit more traction, there are kind people sending her money now, cash apps and things of that nature. But my thing is like this, y'all. We know for a fact there are a lot of people that get on here and do what they call social experiments. Because one thing I can say about Allison, she may be strange, but she's far from slow. This woman is not crazy at all. Well, let me say this. She's not a dumb woman. She's smart. And I believe she's using God because she talks a lot about God in the Bible. because someone in the chat said it's giving them cult vibes. She talks a lot about God in the Bible. And I believe what she's doing is she's using this whole YouTube experience as a social media experiment. That's my opinion. Because y'all know we've seen that, right? Y'all remember Ileana Brown? Y'all remember little Ileana over there when she came to YouTube back in 2020 and told the world when she was about 17 that she was a teen mom living with her baby in her car. And she gained a lot of support from that. She gained a whole lot of subscribers. She gained people sending her money. And soon after that, her mom busted her out and said, no, she's not homeless. She live in the house with me and I help her take care of her baby. So y'all remember Ileana with her social experiment of telling the people she was homeless in her car just because she was trying to gain subscribers and followers on YouTube. She managed to do that. And we haven't seen I'm living in my car video since 2020. Okay. And then more recently, do you guys remember House of Jasmine? Y'all remember her. We did commentary on House of Jasmine. House of Jasmine was my Jazzy Life ex-mod. She has a channel here on YouTube. And she did a social experiment with the people where she told us that she left Memphis, her hometown, and moved to Dallas, Texas in hopes to start a new life, and ended up in the shelter right when she got there. So it's like she got to Dallas and she went from getting off the Greyhound and straight to the shelter. And she stayed in the shelter for a month. She came on here and she started a GoFundMe. She wasn't very successful with the GoFundMe, but she started one. And after a month of living in Dallas with her children, her 3 children in a shelter, she hightailed her ass back to Memphis. And now she's on her channel and she's been kind of dormant. She put up a video like 3 weeks ago. Someone asked me about her the other day. I actually forgot about the girl. But since she's been back in Memphis, she went right back to her apartment that she told us that she was put out of. She moved right back into the same apartment, had the Christmas tree up there and everything. And she went back to work as a medical assistant, and she's also in school. So she, in my opinion, she's another woman who tried a social experiment with the people, more so I don't think it was so much to get money from the people, but she was trying to grow her YouTube following. And I think after going through that experience, she's not as concerned with social media as making a living on social media like her ex-homegirl, My Jazzy Life. She took her ass on back to work and got that guaranteed money, especially being a single mom with 3 kids. And I believe she has a new love interest in her life as well, too. Okay. So watching Allison is no different than watching a lot of the women we see on YouTube, especially a lot of these single moms that get on here and are desperate to grow their following on social media. And we know, you guys, from our experience of watching Jasmine, Chrissy, and Olivia over the years, we know drama sells. So getting on here, telling people I'm about to get evicted, I got small kids, I don't know what I'm going to do, that's going to get people interested into watching, right? And here's my thing with Allison. You don't have to buy into anything. It's a choice. Like, I'm not going to condemn the people that give to her, because at the end of the day, the Lord loves a cheerful giver. And if you are truly giving from your heart, you'll be blessed. Now, we know that we don't like to see people being scammed. But the reality is, y'all, we can't control other people's money. People have to use their own discernment, right? But there are a lot of generous people in the world, y'all. And a person like Allison, a person like House of Jasmine, a person like Ileana, a person like Jasmine, okay? A person like Olivia, and a host of other people knows that. And they use that to their advantage. Now, what's Allison's A game? What's her angle? I think the biggest thing is she's trying to grow her following on YouTube. And if she can get a couple of dollars from the people along the way, she gonna do that, right? She gonna get a couple of. I'm not offended by Allison. I think she's weird, but I mean, you know, there's a lot of weird people in the world, okay? I'm not offended because I'm not gonna give her anything, because at the end of the day, everybody, not everybody, there are a lot of people, let me say that, because everybody's not struggling, but there are a lot of people that are having struggles in their life. And there are people who don't even go to their own local charities and ask for help, right? They figure it out by hook or crook. But then what you have to understand, y'all, society for the most part have made people very, very lazy. And people don't want to work anymore. Now, Allison feels like she's having trouble with childcare issues, and she doesn't want to beat to somebody else's drum, and she wants a more flexible career so she can be more attentive to her children. But in my mind, sis, how attentive can you be if every month you're possibly facing eviction? Like, how attentive is that to your kiddos, ma'am? Okay? Oh, Lord. All right, y'all. Let's get over here to these comments, okay? Let me see here. She was peeking out the blinds like Malcolm X over there. She definitely was, okay? She definitely was peeking out them blinds like Malcolm X. Blinds had a whole permanent dent in them. You said Allison is a little touched in my opinion. Yeah, I'm gonna be honest with y'all. To get on this internet and do the things that a lot of these women do, something got to be wrong with you, because, honey, it's just as easy to get up and go find you a job if you got to go find 2 jobs and get your life together. It's just as easy doing that versus getting on this internet making a whole ass out of yourself. But the reality is, y'all, there's a lot of people on this internet or in this world. Let me say that. There's a lot of people in this world that don't mind making an ass of themselves. Child ain't got no problem with it. Like, social media has brought out a lot of, oh my goodness, in this world, okay? Because we've seen a lot since social media has been hot and heavy. I'm talking about Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and the list goes on, okay? Let me see here. The only thing coming out of this lady's mouth is begging, condemning, and guilt tripping people who are not donating. Well, you know what? You can't. Here's the thing. Me personally, I couldn't live her life. Because the fact that you seems like she's working around the generosity of the people, like, that's not guaranteed money. Like, you may get a cash app here and there. I'm gonna give you guys a good example. I'm gonna use me as an example. It was probably 3 weeks ago. It was on a Saturday. I was sitting in the driveway in my car. And I just so happened to look down at my phone, and I had the Cash App notification. Because for some reason, when I get a Cash App, it doesn't, you know how the Cash App give you that ling sound? My phone doesn't do that. I don't know why. But anyway, so I look down, and I'm like, who's sending me a Cash App? Like, I ain't loaned any money to anybody, so I'm not expecting anybody to send me any money back. So as I started looking more at, and I pulled up the Cash App, somebody randomly sent me $100. I said, huh? And I looked at it again. I said, well, maybe somebody sent this to the wrong Cash App, you know? And as I looked at the note, the person said, God bless you, TMR. And I was like, wow. And y'all, when I tell you that touched my soul, I said, oh my God. Not just, hey, here's $5, get you a cup of coffee. Girl, child, a whole $100 bill. And I know some of y'all like, TMR, sis, calm down. It was just $100. Baby, but it was $100 that I didn't work for. I didn't ask for it, and I didn't do anything for it. Someone just felt it on their heart to send it to me. And I wish I could have responded more. I don't even know who the person was. I wish I could have responded more, but the only thing I could do was heart the Cash App. I really wanted to say, my God, thank you so much, ma'am. I'm assuming it was a ma'am. Thank you so much. you know, and it literally came out of nowhere. To me, those are blessings. When they just come out of nowhere, not sitting on your computer or on your cell phone, insinuating that you need your washer and dryer bill paid and you ain't got enough for your rent and hoping people take the bait and throw you a little bit. Baby, that's not blessing. That's called begging. There's a difference, right? Even with you getting on your camera asking for it and someone gives it to you, that's still not a blessing to me. That's begging. There's a difference. What happened to me 3 weeks ago, baby, that was a blessing. Because it came from absolutely nowhere. I had no idea. When I tell you guys, I started crying because that touched my soul. I couldn't believe it. I was like, what? I said, well, God, what did I do? I said, but you know what? Don't question God. Just keep going. Just keep going. So I was just like, wow. Like, it just warmed my heart that somebody thought about me. Because, y'all, let's be honest. The type of content I do, everybody don't get warm, fuzzy feelings about my content. Good child, I'm on here gossiping, okay? But I guess people feel like, yeah, sis, you get on here and gossip about these videos. But, y'all, for a lot of people, my videos bring them comfort. It brings them entertainment. It makes them laugh. And they enjoy my commentary. And maybe that's what that person was. So if you, the person, whoever you are, if you're in the sounds of my voice, I wasn't able to tell you, but thank you so much for blessing me that day. Because I needed it. I ain't gonna need it. Thank you. And I appreciated it. I appreciated it more than I needed it. Right? Blessing without recognition. Exactly. So this Allison lady, it's not gonna last long for her. Because again, when you do things with ill intentions and begging, to me, you're begging the people. To me, that's ill intentions, right? You don't have good intentions on doing that. Because why is it our responsibility to take care of your needs as a woman, right? If you just want assistance, then you go to the local charities in your city, sis, and try to get whatever. You can hit 211 from your cell phone all day long, and they'll steer you in the way of where to get assistance where to get assistance from. And the fact that you have a YouTube platform, don't take advantage of the people. Give the people something, right? Like in her videos, she does some cooking and she gives conversation. People will enjoy that more than you getting on here running down what bills you got to do, sis. Because guess what? We all got bills due. Mom Life said, TMR, if Lovely T can get tips and donations, so can you. You sure right about that, because honey, a Lovely T be over there racking it up, boy. Okay? Lovely T don't even read the comments unless it got a super chat beside it, you know? So yeah, you definitely are right, sis. But I just felt very special at that moment, because I was like, wow, one of my subscribers thought about me today and sent me their hard-earned $100. Maybe, I don't know if it's hard-earned or not, but however, it's their money and they chose to part with it and gave it to me. And I greatly appreciate that. Lisa said the cost of living and inflation is too high right now. If you're a single mom with a bunch of kids, your tail needs to be out working. Yeah, you definitely do. People need to be, and don't get me wrong, y'all. YouTube is work. It's you earn money on here, and it takes work to get up here every day. But I feel like build your following and get the people to watch your videos. She's getting very good views. Hell, she's getting better views than the moms are getting right now. Okay, and she doesn't even have nowhere near the subscribers that the moms have at this moment. So she's getting really good views. And she would just, again, there are people that are sending to her, and bless those people's heart, But, sometimes you guys, people are just very thoughtful and they just want to give. And even if they feel like this lady might not have good intentions, at the end of the day, I feel like they're still going to get their blessings. Now, whatever God going to do to her, that's between her and God. But the person giving is going to get their blessing in return, because they're giving, because it's they're giving with their heart, not with their mind. Sabrina said, I'm pregnant with my 9th baby. I went and took my butt to the food stamp office and got on WIC and got on government help. I will never come on YouTube begging for money. There is government help. I know that's right. Congratulations, Sabrina, on your 9th pregnancy. Woo, sis, not 9 babies, honey. You is a whole G out here. Shouts out to you, sis. That that's a lot, but I had 4, so I basically, you got double what I had, but it's a lot. And you probably didn't want to go do that, but you had to do what you had to do. And obviously, if you worked throughout your life, you've paid taxes to the IRS. So the money that you went and asked for at the welfare office, food stamps, WIC, whatever, since you were owed that money because you're a citizen of the United States, and you pay taxes. When it's your time of need, go get what you've already paid into, which is welfare. Ain't nothing wrong with it. I feel like this: if you go get it just to get you by until you can do better, ain't nothing wrong with that. It's the people that get on here and treat it like a whole lifestyle. In my opinion, getting a welfare and food stamp for 50 years, I think is it. Unless you're disabled, unless you're a disabled individual, that's totally different. But if you're not, then that's another story. Okay. So let me get on with the rest of this commentary, y'all, because I don't want to hold y'all too much longer. So the video that I said that she did, the eviction video, we're going to play just a tad bit of that video, because there's another video that she did. There's 2 others that I really want y'all to hear. We're not going to listen to a lot of it. So let me go ahead and pull those videos up. Give me one moment, y'all. Let me get that on the screen. Make sure you guys hit the like button. We got 400 plus people in the chat. I don't know if you guys hit the like button yet because I haven't looked at it. I'm pretty sure you guys have, but just a friendly reminder, make sure you guys clock into the live by hitting that like button. All right, let me pull you guys on the screen.
"4:45 a.m. Wednesday. The day the eviction is scheduled. So I literally have a couple of hours to get out of here because I did not get the money. I was hoping that somebody was going to send it, but I guess things just didn't work out with that. So I don't know. I woke up feeling super nauseous, like I'm literally about to just throw up everywhere because I I stayed out late last night. Like I was supposed to work until 11, but I ended up getting off at 10:30 because I was falling asleep in the damn parking lot, and um I just went off the street. And then when I got home, I thought I was going to be able to just do all of this stuff, and I had my son doing his laundry, and I fell asleep on the couch, and I kept jumping out my sleep to just check the time, and it was just a nerve-wracking night. And then the baby woke up, and I didn't want he usually sleeps in the room with the other boys. I didn't want him to be there disturbing their sleep, so I took him out here in the living room with me. Then I went to my room, and now it's 4:45, and I still didn't do.
Now, y'all, imagine this is, like she said, this is eviction day. Okay. Imagine you about to be put out your house and you know it. And you got to get up and get things. Is she moving like a person that really knows within, she said it was 5 o'clock in the morning, 4:45, 5 o'clock in the morning. So within the next 3 hours, you got to be up out of there. Do this look like a person who, like, she's still in her PJs? Child, I would have been up, jogging pants, hoodie, Scarf on my head in action, trying to get stuff together before them kids get up. Because by the time the kids get up, we're gonna be already ushering over here to the car, right? She wasn't moving like that.
Not even a portion of the stuff that I thought I was going to do or plan to do before I got out of here. So I don't know. It's safe to say if it's 4:45 and I don't have the money, then I should probably just start bagging up my stuff. Well, like I said, the stuff pretty much already bagged up, but I did want to go through some more things and possibly take more. I'm probably gonna end up having to leave a whole bunch of stuff behind because.
Now, here's my question. Again, the people who have gave to her, in no way am I trying to condemn someone for being thoughtful and kind, right? Because it's not against the law to be thoughtful and kind. In my opinion, it's definitely wrong to mislead the people, right? So in no way am I condemning people for doing that. But think about the people who actually are in the comments acting as if what she's doing is cool. Like, this is a woman who said that she was 2 months behind on her rent. And what she's doing for a living sounds like DoorDash, which again, even DoorDash, that's not guaranteed money. Because a lot of times, in order to make good money on DoorDash, it depends on your geographical location or where you're located. And you damn near got to work from sun up to sundown running them orders back and forth to even make $100 or $200 a day, right? So the fact that she was already 2 months behind, and it sounds like you've been door dashing. Well, what you been doing with that money? Because I don't think she's been using it for grocery, because it sounds like she gets food stamps. So it's not like you were. So what were you doing with that money, sis? While you waiting on somebody else who probably go to work every day and earn their money, and you waiting on them to send you the money to pay your rent? As a mother, you should never want to put your children in this position. Let's be realistic, though. It happens to a lot of people, but even once it happened once, it shouldn't happen to you again. And it sounds like this has happened to her before, and she's used to the routine.
I'm probably gonna have to end up leaving a bunch of stuff behind. I don't have the time at this point. I don't want to be here when the sheriff gets here. If he's gonna be here at 8:30, I want to be gone at 7:30. Or something. I don't even want to see him. Like I said, I don't even want to let my kids see him coming and demand us to leave the property or stuff like that. So yeah, I'm about to just get my stuff ready.
I agree, our family.
So my 5:30 alarm just went.
So now she says 5:30. Again, you said you are about to get evicted. Where is all the stuff in the kitchen cabinets? Where's the food? Even if you left the dishes, how come you don't have a box of food sitting on the kitchen table? Because I would think you would at least take some of the, especially the dry goods, to at least take some of the food. So wherever you're going, all the snacks or whatever, at least you don't see any of that anywhere. So everything is still in the kitchen. She washing dishes, but it's 5:30, and you said the sheriff coming at 8:30.
So it's been about 45 minutes since I did the last clip. I'm in the kitchen trying to straighten out because I wanted to try to make the kids some breakfast before I left, but I really don't know if I'm gonna have that kind of.
Wait, breakfast? Girl, you do not have to. Then that's more dishes you gotta wash. Wait a minute. Child, you ain't got no frozen waffles in that freezer. Not you about to make breakfast and the sheriff about to come put your ass out. Not
you. I got this little cooler right here that I'm just washing out. So I feel like it might be wise to just have this in the car. Have like cool water and juice and stuff again, or if I buy like some yogurt, just things that might need to be refrigerated. Just keep it right here in like this little cooler. So yeah, it's 5:30. I cannot believe this is happening. Like I gained so much hope yesterday when I got that pretty good sized contribution. I'm like, wow, if that came from out of nowhere. Surely the balance could come from out of nowhere as well. And even though it's 5:30, it's still possible, you know. Like,
so she said she got a contribution the day before out of nowhere. Well, sis, what did you do with that money? Are you putting that money with the money she ended up getting? Or what did you do with the contribution that you got yesterday? Because you made no mention of that when you was just a few moments ago when you were saying it's 4:45 in the morning.
Like, to me, like I say, I fight till the end. Like, I did. I just don't want to change it because, you know, they might show up a little early or whatever. Like I said, I just don't want my kids to be here during that type of process. But
well, where they gonna be at? Is this a Thursday, a Friday, a Wednesday, a Tuesday, a Monday? Because one of her children go to school, the other one goes to pre-K, and then you got a baby. Where are you gonna send the baby at, sis? Like, at this point, it would make sense if you know you're about to get evicted. Yeah, you might as well send the kids to school because they don't need to be witnessing all that. But it's her sitting in pajamas knowing she about to get evicted. Sis, why you don't got your clothes on?
Yeah, I just prefer to, you know, be gone. But yeah, I'm like, okay, as far as I see it, I still got an hour and a half because if I can Walmart should be open by now. If I could just get the money and run out to Walmart, purchase the money order,
hey,
and
Will,
throw it in the Dropbox, I know I'll be good. No, because I called them on Monday when I got the notice, and I said, well, are you guys still willing to take the payment, you know? And she put me on hold. I guess she wanted to talk to the owner of the realty company. And he told me,
what's on that tablet right here on this table, y'all? I wonder what's on that damn tablet. Okay. Now it's tablet gate because I'm interested with what's on this piece of paper right here.
Told me the amount was $2,334.34. So I'm like, okay, dang, I don't know where I'm going to get that from. But
so somebody sent you $2,000? Girl, who sent you $2,000? And if they sent you $2,000, why you didn't tell them to send you June's rent too? Because you paid April's and May at the end of May. You got June's already?
I'm going to definitely try to do all I can, even if it means asking for help, you know, because like I said, work has just been extremely slow for me.
Okay, Forrest.
But if 7 o'clock gets here, which is the next hour and a half.
So she said work has been extremely slow for her. Someone in the chat just said, I think Mimi said that. Those apps, again, it depends on what geographical location you are in. But a lot of them app DoorDash and all them things are kind of slowed up because people are back outside, you know, so they're going to the store for their stuff. They pick it. Maybe like on Fridays and Saturdays, DoorDash might be popping because people done got off work and they don't feel like going to the restaurant. So they'll just order in and eat at home. But for the most part, a lot of those apps have slowed down a lot. She just said work has been slow for her. Well, since if work has been slow for you, and I'm just going to say for at least the last 2-3 weeks, then why haven't you found something that's a little faster? So you don't have to rely on the generosity of strangers. Or even if you know the person, like how fair is it or how entitled do you feel like you are that people who actually go to work every day and earn a living have to give you your money because you figured out a way where you don't have to go to work because you got small kids. Everybody got small children at one point, and we all had to make the conscious decision to leave our children in the hands of other people so we can go earn a living and take care of our families. I don't understand why she feel like she's exempt.
I'm trying to be out here. I'll give myself to 7:30. I'm gonna just start. Well, 7 o'clock. I'm gonna just start loading up my truck, and get out of here because I'm gonna need time to get the stuff in the truck as well. It's only me and my son that can really get anything done. The others, they're too little, so we're gonna need the time to get the stuff in.
So it sounds like she got 3 kids at the house, Sunshine. And she says in this video, she has an older daughter who lives in another state because she mentioned in this video that she's even contemplating going to the state where her daughter lives at. So it sounds like she has a daughter. I'm just going to assume she may be over the age of 18. I'm not certain.
Well, I have to factor that in as well. So I don't want to sit here and too long. Like I said, I don't want to see them breathe. I don't want to talk to nobody. I'm not for any of that today.
Okay, Trini says she has 4 boys. The oldest is 20 and the youngest is 1.
I'm supposed to get out. I'll get out. I don't need nobody else to come and tell me that. So, yeah, that's what it is for today. Trying to think, I might not even.
It's the fact that you see, girl, you reminded me of Jasmine when Jasmine was washing dishes for an hour. It's the fact that you in here washing these dishes and she don't even have many. You could tell this woman is kind of anal about cleaning. If you tell her house don't never look messed up. In the videos I've seen, that kitchen be looking spotless. Okay. So it's the fact that she standing here washing out one dish, but you say you about to get evicted, sis. Now, a lot of y'all have asked, where are her baby daddies? We don't know, y'all. We don't know. Only she knows that. Okay. But here's the thing. Think about it, y'all. If she's making decisions like this, where she's literally living by the moment with how she earns a living and how she's handling her household, do y'all think she's making very good decisions about the men she chooses to have children with? Probably not.
I have this time to make the breakfast. I need to get out this kitchen and just go in my room, do like at least do another little sleep in there, make sure I got everything, brush my teeth, my brushes. And what I actually would do is put my 2 youngest in a quick bath.
Hey, Miss Carmichael.
My oldest son, he did his laundry last night, and he took a shower last night as well. So I just have to get them 2 together.
Okay, baby. Thank you, Miss Carmichael.
So the hour and a half will probably just go to that. I don't really even have time.
Okay, we're not gonna sit here and listen to her frantically talk. Okay, so like I said, y'all, throughout the video, like she washed dishes for 20 minutes. Okay, so she was washing dishes, and then she got to this part.
Take it like.
I'm Pastor Derek Jefferson. I think we need a lot of help. It's marriage.
Like just so I can do the other part because I want this stuff packed a certain way in the trunk.
I'm Pastor Derek Jefferson. We need a lot of help.
So, this is all the stuff that's left in here. My trunk is packed to the max. I don't even know how this is going to fit. Look at August over there playing in lotion. But yeah, so this is the stuff we got left in here. I'm gonna just try to squeeze it in. I didn't want to leave my printer because I'm tired of replacing the stuff over and over and over again. But if it comes down to it, I'll just have to leave it behind. But what I'm gonna do is I'm going to actually just go to Walmart or something and buy like one of them crates that you can pull the drawers so that
I know that's right, pretty dope.
I can get rid of some of the boxes and stuff that I got, some of my stuff. And so I have a lot of stuff that I'm gonna have to just pull over somewhere and downsize at some point. I helped most of the stuff in the trunk. Well, he helped me really to get the stuff in the trunk. And I'm going to jump in the shower now and get the heck out of here because like I said, I'm not trying to be here when them folks get there. The notice said that I shouldn't even be here when they get here. And if I am, that they have the right to remove me from the property and ain't nobody touching me. So yeah, we're not even playing them kind of games. The rental office is now open. They open up at 8:30, so they've been open for 13 minutes. I guess they just tell you that it's going to be 8:30. I don't know. But they kind of just, check the box first, and then they'll go ahead and give the sheriff the final okay or whatever the case might be.
That house looked empty as hell for her to have been living there for about a year. That house looked empty as I don't know what. It's her frantically walking around talking to the cell phone.
I don't freaking know. I don't know. I just know I got a whole load of crap in my vehicle, and the person that was saying that they was going to help me out never came through, no longer answering their phone. So nonetheless, I'm just waiting on this dryer to stop, and I'm going to go ahead and just get out.
Girl, why you keep looking out that window? Even if you looking out the window and they show up, that's not gonna stop them from coming in. It's her, like Black and Bougie said, it's her looking out the window like Malcolm X. Like, you act like looking out the window. Oh, here they is. Yeah, that's not gonna stop them from coming, sis. Like, get your issue and go if that's what you gotta do.
Out of here. It ain't no point in trying to stick around and wait to see, oh, he might come, oh, he might not come. Like, what is the freaking point? I don't have the money to pay. I'm behind for April and May. June is getting ready to be here, and I don't even care no more at this point. All right, 8:45 a.m.
There she go back in that damn window. Now, sis says she behind April or May, and she said June coming. She said she don't even care at this point. Well, sis, how come you don't? You don't want to place it. You want to keep looking out the windows every month? Who wants to live like that? The fact that you got these kids in your house and you got them on high alert every end of the month because you don't know if you're gonna make the rent. So it's the fact that she wants to live like, I don't know if she wants to, or if you're doing this for YouTube content. Like, sis, out of all the YouTube content you could produce, why is this the video?
I just called the person again. So it is what it is. It's almost like, dang, I feel like I still have time though. It's really like I feel like I still have time, because how is it 8:45 and he's still not here? I mean,
sis, it's not the fact how's it 8:45 and he's still not here. The question is, why are you waiting on someone to put you out at 8:45? That's the question, okay? It's not the fact that why the sheriff ain't here. Ain't he supposed to be here to put my ass out? No, sis, that's not, The question is, why is the sheriff on his way to put you out? That's the question. Sis, that's what you need. Focus. You need to, not why the sheriff ain't pulled up on your ass yet.
I'm glad that he's not here, but it would just be nice for the money to just come right now. I actually forgot too that Walmart allows you to buy money orders directly.
It would be nice for the money to come right now. Well, shit, I think all of us looking at our bank accounts talking about, I sure wish about 2 more zeros are dropping this bank account right now. But the reality is, that just might not happen, sis. The fact that you sitting around with your grown ass with all them kids talking about, it'd be nice if the money would just come right now. Well, sis, it probably would come if you had a check like that you earned that would be the direct deposit to your account, ma'am. Oh, boy.
From your card. So I didn't even have to go to the ATM to get the money off yesterday. But it was a co-op ATM, so I didn't have to pay any fees or anything for that. So either way, it's still fine.
What? Sis, no, you're not worrying about paying ATM fees. And you ain't worrying about paying late fees for your rent. You mean to tell me you've been watching for the sheriff for about an hour and a half, peeking out the blinds like you Malcolm X, and you worrying about ATM fees? What's ATM? What about $3, $5? Ooh, at the casino, y'all, they like $7. Ooh. Anyway, y'all, let's continue.
But man, where's my chopstick? Oh, here we go. Yeah, so I could just run right to
Not y'all.
Walmart right now. The realty company that I rent from is not that far from my house either. So I would just call them to like, hey, I'm on my way to come pay my money now, avoid eviction. And then just run right up to Walmart and run right down there, get my receipt and come back in and just breathe for a second. Cook my.
Well, sis, just like you're talking about how, if you had the money, what you would do. Sis, why wasn't that the thought before this situation? Like, you planning to go to Walmart, get a money order with your debit card, and why can't that be a normal routine every first of the month instead of this frantic pack all my ish at the front door, peeking out the blinds, waiting on the sheriff to put me out? Like, why is that more of a reality for you than casually saying, "Oh, okay, let me check my account. Oh, okay, I got $1,500 in the bank. Okay, let me go get the money order, go pay my bills." How come that's not more normal? Why won't that? Why can't you make that like normal for you instead of this?
My kids some breakfast and come up with a great strategy to, you know, prevent myself from facing this again.
Hey, Sassy.
Because actually somebody, I had watched a video about like medical supplies, delivering medical supplies on YouTube. And this other guy that I like not really talk to, but I communicate with him here and there.
Wait. You got a guy you hollering at? Well, how come he ain't over there helping you? Girl, no, you not talking to a guy on the phone and you behind 2 months on your rent. My God. Wait a minute, sis. She said she'll talk to him like that. She talked to the fact that you entertaining another man on the phone other than your baby daddy or baby daddy. Okay. I don't know if she got 1 or 4. The fact that you talking to another man on the phone, sis, and you 2 months behind on your rent, and you waiting for the rent-a-center people to pull up to take your washer and dryer. How is he not help? He can't help. You can't ask him. What, you too ashamed to ask him because you want him to really like you? Oh boy.
Through Instagram about like side hustles and stuff, and he told me that he did medical carrier and the what is it? The pay was great. Like that was like his first entrepreneurial venture, and the pay was great for that. So I definitely would want to try that. So that could be something that I could transition to.
Someone in the chat said, y'all, she's not calm. She's actually nervous. You know what? I think you're right. Because as many times she didn't look out these blinds, that's definitely giving nervous tick to me. Okay. It's definitely giving nervous. Okay. But I don't think we're really saying that. We're just trying to figure out what's all the conversation about. Because if you are nervous about the sheriff about to pull up and put y'all out, instead of sitting on here talking to the camera, I'd be trying to think of a master plan of where I'm getting ready to go with my children, where I'm about to put my stuff. Because she doesn't have a real big car. So the fact that she got to fit 3 kids and herself in a car and some of her stuff, I would be more focused on that than trying to make a YouTube video. Now, that's just me.
To try to keep things afloat until like my boutique and stuff are doing really well enough to sustain me and all my bills and the lifestyle that I'm, working.
Wait, whoa. You got a boutique? Where? Where it at? What? Okay, wait a minute. Sis, ma'am, Miss Allison, ma'am, you got a boutique? Well, sis, how are we furnishing the boutique with clothes and we 2 months behind on our rent? Because if you got a boutique where you're selling clothes online, because if you go to her channel, you'll see it there. Well, how are we doing? You're buying pieces from the Chinese distributors for your boutique, but you won't pay your American rent? Huh? Says that ho. That ma'am. So you okay, so you won't pay your rent on time, but you paying Shopify every month? Oh Lord, y'all, let's continue.
Some awards. But yeah. It's what, about 8:48? My goodness, bro. I can't believe this. Well, all in all, I'm glad I did get some type of help because that that I did get to probably just help me. I hate to even say get a hotel because the hotels will just eat your money up. That $1,100 will be gone in a week.
Wait, what? Somebody sent you 1,100? Who sent you 1,100? Huh? What? Girl, who sent you 1,100 and you still waiting on 2,000? Oh, y'all talking about Allison. Allison over here getting that guap. Okay, y'all talking about she a scammer. But honey, she getting that guap. Somebody just sent her $1,100. And that's not including the money she waiting on to go pay the rent. Okay, girl.
That's with hotels. So I don't even know what the heck I'm gonna do. But at least I know I got something in my pocket. I'm not just out here, just nothing in my pocket trying to figure out what's next, you know. Let me go this.
So why you didn't take that $1,100 and pay June's rent? If somebody sent you April and May's rent, and then somebody sent you yesterday, the day before she filmed this video, she said she got a contribution. She just said it was $1,100. Well, why you didn't pay your June's rent? So then that'll give you a whole 30 days to hustle on July. Since you're not even hustling right, you got to give yourself room to breathe, sis. Oh, boy.
Pass the phone away. Mm-hmm. I have no idea, bro.
That's what you said, live, laugh, and love. Girl, girl, you giving me, you making me nauseous running back and forth to this window.
I really just don't have any idea what to do.
Hey, Modation.
What to do? I guess once we go, I'm just gonna go get something to eat. And let me check something.
Child, how you hungry? Baby, y'all just said she was nervous. Maybe nervous makes her hungry. Because, baby, I would want to eat shit. I'm about to get put out. I get put out. I ain't thinking about food.
8:55. And I'm still here.
Sunshine, she packed what she was going to take.
Look how much extra time I have. Wouldn't it just be a miracle if I just got a Zelle or a Cash App or a Venmo right now and just call them up, come and pay my rent? All right. So I just checked my Zelle, my Venmo, and my Cash App, and I did not get the money. Like I said, the person is still not answering the phone. I only just wish. Because it's like, really, they supposed to be here at 8:30, but they're not. So it's like, I'm thinking, like, I'm looking at it like, okay, it's not over till 8:30, but now I'm looking like, okay, well, they are.
But sis, who's to say you was the first one on the list? If the sheriff out evicting people, trust me, he evicted a lot more than just you. So maybe depending on the area, maybe he's working closest towards the sheriff station, then he gonna move his way out. Shit, at this point, who knows? The fact that she even sitting here contemplating that is funny to me, because I wouldn't be like, if you're that worried, I would probably, I don't even know what to say. I'd probably just be sitting in the car waiting
to get here. You know, that's how I'm looking at it at this point. I'm like, damn, if I could just make some kind of way with this, you know. And I almost just want to bring the kids back in the house. They just outside playing the game on the phone, but I don't really want to bring them back in here. Then we get comfortable thinking, oh, we got all this time now, and then bam, he comes and all this chaos is going on.
With hundreds of finals. We fit your style.
Lord.
Fit. It just fit.
Beef that there may be more.
The dryer is still going. I think it was like close to 8 o'clock when I put these clothes in the washing machine because it was right before I got in the shower. Well, yeah, no, it couldn't have been close to 8 because it's 9 and they in the dryer already. I don't know. Yeah, probably close to 8, before 8 sometime. Yeah, they're in the dryer, and as soon as
Okay,
they
needless to say, y'all, she gets
done,
so she in the
it
bathroom.
looked a little different, like it wasn't sitting down all the way like it's supposed to. Attempting it, I don't know what's going on. I just feel like I have time, and like, is this a stall? Is this? My son prayed this morning and asked God to make the sheriff break down. He asked God to make the sheriff's car break down. So
Girl, you think that's funny. The fact that your baby even have to endure that is not funny. You know, the fact that your son is, aware that, well, at least the baby know to pray for the family. I don't know what to say about this lady other than, y'all, the reality is there are a lot of weird people that live in the world. Like, I'm just going to say it like that. I don't know how else to say it. There are a lot of weird individuals that live in the world, and she definitely seems like one of
them. So come here. Did that prayer get answered? Like, why do you have my medicine? All right, look at all of this stuff. This is my seat for me to sit in and drive. Right? And then look at all of this stuff piled up over here. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna just go with the flow. However it go today, I'm gonna just go with the flow. But something just telling me that with it being now 9:20, almost an hour later, and he's not here yet, something telling me something going to work.
Is the something that's telling you the fact that the person that's giving you the money probably told you they was going to send it to you by 10 in the morning and you knew that? So you just thought to make this a video? Because it definitely sounds like you already knew this money was coming, sis. So is the something telling you that you already knew God's work because you were already told ahead of time that they were going to send you the money at a certain time? Is that what it is, sis? Or did you already have the money and just stage this because it obviously would make a good YouTube video because you got 66,000 views on it? Oh, but something's telling me that something's going to work out. Look what I was about to leave, y'all. My Fendi Skims once in a lifetime collection piece. It's a little big for me now because I bought this thing 2 years ago when I wore a large. Sis showing us a Fendi Skims and she about to get put out. Like at this point, you shouldn't even be looking at Fendi and you ain't paid your rent in 2 months. I still wore it over the fall. I'm glad I went back in my closet and noticed it was still there. Dryer's still going. These things are so good. 9:35 a.m. I wish. Sis is definitely looking like she waiting on some money. She don't look like she waiting on the sheriff anymore. Sis just look like she waiting on 10 o'clock. It was 35 p.m. and I'm still in here. That didn't mean I had paid the rent. Oh my goodness. Y'all, I just got the rest of the money. I called the realty company that I rent from, and they told me that I better hurry up because they're starting the lockouts in 10 minutes. From what I understand, I don't know how they do the evictions down here, but from what I'm understanding is they come and they tell you to get out and padlock your stuff in there. Then you got to make arrangements to come get your stuff. It's weird. But I got all this stuff. Like I can barely move. I got all this stuff even coming over into my seat.
and my trunk is loaded.
Okay. So the rest of the video, y'all, is her at Walmart getting her money orders, and then her at the rental office paying her rent. And that was pretty much it. In the video, you'll see her standing at the Walmart. I think I'll show you guys that part where her stomach did look pregnant. Let me get to that part. So that's her stomach. And that's why a lot of people's like, sis, you pregnant? But in other videos, her stomach is not protruding like that. So at this point, y'all, I really don't know what the lady is, okay? Let me get over here to you guys' comments real quick. Let's see here. You see anxiety? Okay. Thank God that Jazz lived Peaches and this chick is not my mother, baby. Sierra says, I don't know where she at, but they normally start at 9 a.m. when your office opens for your company. They start. Okay. Someone in the chat earlier, I think Tiffany said that she lives in Maryland. So, you know, it was only a matter of time for people to find out where she live at. You say it's the bra for you, sis? Okay. Where is her bra at, baby? I guess it's in one of them boxes or one of them bags in that car over there. So that was the video, y'all. She did get the money. So it sounds like someone did end up sending her the $2,000+ that she needed. Plus, she said the day before that video she filmed, someone gave her $1,100. So sis had a lot of little money in her pocket, okay? So there was a couple videos in between that one, but then the next video I want y'all to see is give me one moment. Is a video about her son going to school. We actually watched the rental video a little too long. I really didn't want to watch that video that long, but I had to give you guys kind of her personality a little bit for y'all to understand videos moving forward, okay? So let's go ahead and move on to the next video. Let me go ahead and put that one up. Make sure you guys do what? Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button if you like these type of reaction videos. All right, so let me go ahead and pull up the next video. She said, it's becoming harder for me to work, okay? So let's go ahead and share that my screen.
He hasn't even been drinking his almond milk at home. He loves water. He'll drink water all day, and he'll take juice too, but he'll always go for water first. He's kind of like me. I'm a heavy water drinker. So yeah, it is 8:55. Oh yeah, that water finished. They give him such a small serving of water to prevent spills. You finished, boo? You don't want more? Here, sit down and finish chewing.
At Community, we know.
All right, give me one moment.
But I'm telling you, I'm I'm not for the foolishness. I never bought the foolishness, and I'm still not going to be about the foolishness. So I just tried to drop my oldest son to school, and he came walking back to the car. I'm wondering why he's hitting the buzzer and nobody's letting him in, because he got to school late this morning, he fooling around, wasting time. He had a whole hour to get ready, but that's a whole nother story. Nonetheless, I get him to school, and he's being denied access to come in. So he told me, well, the school has already started testing, so no one can come in. So initially I pulled off, and I'm like, you know what? Nah, I'm about to turn back around and find out what the heck is going on. You cannot deny a child access to the school no matter what's going on, unless they're suspended or not supposed to be in the school building. There is no reason why a child is coming to school and you're telling them they can't be there. So I went to Buzzer and I said, yeah, my child just told me that he couldn't come into the school building due to testing. What's going on with that? And so she said, oh, we're taking this test and they can't come into the school building. So I said, well, I wasn't aware of any testing. So yeah, can he just come in, because he shouldn't be being denied to come to school for any reason. And so then she says, hold on, I'm gonna come outside and talk to you. So she comes outside and she's like, yeah, we're taking the test, and he can come in until after the test. That's just the rule that we have here. So I said, oh, that's a rule that y'all have here. Does the Board of Education know that that's how this matter is being handled, that students are being denied from coming to school during the test? And she said, oh, well, we send out flyers and everything. And I said, oh, did your flyer state that you guys were going to be testing? And that
well, sis, you're asking if the flyer states if you would be testing. Sis, the question is, did you read the flyer? Because more than likely, whatever the rules are of the school saying no children will be admitted on testing day late into the building, that more than likely was probably in smaller print on, not micro mini where you can't see it, but testing date was probably more bolded than saying that if the children are late, they won't be admitted into the school to prevent distraction of other students. It's her being very loud and wrong, upset because your son missed the bus, which I'm just going to say that's your fault as well as his, because you're a stay-at-home mom, it seems like. You're home more than you're not, all right? And you have a job, a door dashing job, it looks like that you do at night. So if you said your son got up and he had a whole hour to get ready for the bus, then where were you at when he wasn't doing what he was supposed to be doing to be on time for the bus? Like, do he wake? Because it sounds like you said he do his laundry himself. So do you not get up with him anymore because he's not a little child like her other little kids? Do you feel like he's responsible enough to get his own self up? Which I'm just going to assume, because he looked like he's probably about 12, 13 years old, right? So yes, he's definitely responsible enough to get himself up and get himself dressed for school. But as being a mother, I would think it would be your responsibility to be up with him while he's gathering his things to get ready for school. Because let's be honest, kids are lazy just like adults are lazy. We all have moments where we just don't feel like doing stuff at times, But the fact that he was late and he missed the bus, you still had time to get him to the school. So once you realized he missed the bus, if you were up, then obviously after you probably hollered at him for missing the bus, you should have been hollering at him on the way you walking to the car, putting him in the car and getting him to the school so he could be there on time. It's her being very loud and wrong about something that she definitely was responsible for. You're responsible for your child. It's not that the bus never came. Your son missed the bus. That in turn is your fault and his fault.
Up on that flyer, did it say that if you did not get to school on time on this day, you would be denied access to school due to the testing? And she kept skipping around my question, and I kept on asking her again and again, did the flyer say that they would be denied access if they did not come to school on time for this testing? She said no. So I said, okay, well, there should be no reason why he can't come into the school building. Oh, well, that's just the reason. That's just how we do it. Okay, well, is the Board of Education aware? Oh, well, you could go call them. You wouldn't want nobody disturbing your kid when they taking the test, would you? And I'm like, we're not even talking about anyone being disturbed. We're talking about, is this Board of Education policy?
No, that's what you're talking about. The school is talking about they don't want children being disturbed because the child and the parent of the child are not responsible enough to get themselves to school on time. So you may not want to evade the conversation or avoid the conversation. You want to dance around or gaslight the conversation, but the conversation is what the school is saying. The school, that's their rule, and their rule is on testing day, if a student is late, they're not going to be permitted in the school to avoid distracting students.
Or is this something that you guys are just doing? That's what I'm asking. That's what I'm asking. Okay. And so then she you could call him, you could go call him. Then she calls the security or whoever the guy was. Oh, but can you come out here and talk to this parent? And I'm like, she is unprofessional, right? She lacks communication skills, right? And
no, it sounds like she communicated with you very effectively. She told you the school's policy. She told you that today was testing day. And she told you what was going to happen moving forward, that your son would not be permitted into the school because he's late during testing. Sounds like you didn't receive the information correctly. She's definitely a very good communicator, because it sounds like you heard what she said. That's why you mad over here, sis.
It's just ridiculous. Why do I feel like we're having an argument or like we're battling? Because I'm simply asking you questions about what's going on with my child being denied access to come in the school building.
Exactly.
Stay on topic. I don't care about if I could call the Board of Education. I don't need you to tell me that. I could Google the number and call whenever I want. I don't need your permission.
Well, no, she's telling you, if you don't understand what she's saying, again, it sounds like you're the one that was not able to communicate. She's telling you, well, if you don't want to believe what I'm saying, because not only did I tell you that on the intercom, I done came outside and told you that in your face, then you can call the Board of Education. Basically, what she's saying to you is, since I got to go back to my job, I don't have time to stand out here and argue with you.
I don't need nobody's permission to know if I could call the Board of Education. I don't need you to tell me, oh, well, you wouldn't want nobody disturbing your kid. I'm not that. What I'm asking you is, on your so-called flyer that you just sent out, was this flyer? No. Does the Board of Education know you're this? So when I talk to the...
How do you know the Board of Education doesn't know that you're doing it? Did you call? She told you to call. Did you do what she told you to do?
The guy, he comes outside, he is telling me, oh, no, your child could... When I mentioned about the Board of Education, he's like, oh, your child could come in, you could come in. And he was like, what's your student's name? I said, my child's name. And he was like, oh, he's not even testing today. He's not even testing. The eighth graders are testing, and something about he's going to his regular encore classes per usual. And I'm like, this lady was doing all this. I'm thinking this.
But did you say that? Did you say, ma'am, my son is a 6th grader, 7th grader? You didn't even know testing was even going on in the school. So did you communicate with her? Maybe she didn't know that your son wasn't in 8th grade. Maybe she didn't know that. See, that's what I'm saying. You were so quick to pop off. Instead of being defensive, why not be understanding and come to an understanding? And maybe if y'all would have both stayed calm, you would have found out, the secretary would have found out that he wasn't a student that was actually testing, and he could have went to his class or classes that was not affected by the whole testing thing. I feel like both of them were wrong, because maybe the secretary could have asked more questions before she came with a definite, he can't come into school. And then her as the mother, once again, it's your responsibility to make sure your child gets to school on time. Had your baby not missed the bus, then this wouldn't even be a conversation, because he would have already been at the school at the appropriate time for students to come into the school. Again, she's the type of parent that is educators' worst nightmare, because they quick to pop off, just be wanting to argue with people instead of just remaining calm, because it really isn't anything to argue about. Everything is not worth the battle, in my opinion. Sometimes you just need to pick your battle, because more than likely she was doing all that fussing in front of her son. And in my opinion, that's not showing him how to communicate with others moving forward. right? He probably feel like, oh, my mama pop off, so I'm gonna pop off too.
School-wide test, because he had said, even my son, when he came back in the car, said he doesn't even know what test it is. He did hear something about thing, but he doesn't know. And I'm like, well, why didn't you find out? You say or inform me of whatever test they tell you we're going to be taking. So it was just a bunch. I don't know. It's either one or two things. Either the whole school is testing and they got a little scared because I mentioned the Board of Education, or
they sis, they're not afraid about you talking about the Board of Education. Yeah, she didn't do anything wrong. She didn't say your son could never come back to the school ever. She said we're testing and we're not allowed to permit students that are late during testing. What did she say was wrong? Even if the Board of Education is not aware of that school's rule, it's not to say that the Board of Education wouldn't allow the school to have that rule. Because let's be honest, the whole thing is the children having a clear, concise arena where they can test effectively. And they'll tell you prior to testing day, make sure your child eats in the morning, make sure they get at least 8 hours of sleep. Please make sure your child is not late. For all of you all in the chat that definitely have children in school or had children in school, we all know about testing time. We all know how that is. I used to be on high alert with my kids when I knew they were testing. Please don't be late, because that was a rule at my kids' school. If you're late, they won't let you in the building until the testing. And most times when they're testing, they're not testing all day. They're either testing in the morning or sometimes in the afternoon, but most times they're testing in the morning. So that was a rule at my kids' school. And obviously I live in a different state from her. Okay. So I think that's probably the norm for a lot of schools.
She was just inaccurate on what she was stating, and he wasn't testing any darn way. So you had me out there for like 15 minutes trying to figure out what's going on. You're giving me an attitude. I'm trying really not to really say what's in my head at the moment, right? Because people like that get me upset. And I used to have a really bad problem where I can't keep my hands to myself. Like I backhand. You see what I'm saying?
Wait, what? So now you want to fight the school secretary because your child was late and then you was late getting him to school? Once he got back to that house and told you he missed the bus, you procrastinated on getting him to the school? Because let's be honest, by the time the bus picks the children up and gets them to school, they still have a window of about 10, 15 minutes before the tardy bell rings for school to start. So again, by the time he walked back to the house, because I'm just going to assume the bus stop from the house is not that far. By the time he hightailed it back to the house and said, "Mama, I missed the bus," you more than likely was not up. So now you got to get up, cuss him out, wash your face, brush your teeth. And I'm just assuming, I don't know if you do that. Don't look like you combed your head, but anyway, slip on some clothes and run him to the school. That took about another 20 minutes. So yeah, now he's late because you obviously was not up when he was up getting ready for school. Because if you were still up, then when he came back to the house, that wouldn't have been a worry, because you could have just slid on some shoes and ran the boy to the schoolhouse if you knew it was testing day. I'm pretty sure he was aware of it, because I'm sure they have been announcing it probably the week prior or the whole week of. Oh God, just very loud and wrong.
I don't like to play with people like that. Like don't be rude, especially if I'm not being rude with you. People trick me out, bro. Like, I don't even like having conflict with, especially with the school that my kids go to. Like I always try to keep it, even if I say something about something that I don't like, I try to keep it respectful and chill.
Exactly, Miss Purple.
And most of the time I get that same energy back. But this lady here was just like really trying to play with people like she, like.
Girl, you was just mad at that woman because she looked like she paid her rent on time every month. Allison, we gone, sis. Bye. Oh, Lord, have mercy, honey. Ooh, Lord, we've been on here 1 hour and 40 minutes. Oh, Lord. I had another video I wanted to react to of hers, but y'all, we're going to have to rope that into another reaction. We might tie her own in with a Jazzy reaction. I owe y'all a Jasmine reaction. Jasmine got a couple videos she's put out. Really nothing really to write home about, but y'all know we love to bring Jasmine in the break room because we just like kikiing with her over there, okay? So we'll definitely get on over there to Jasmine, probably the next time we get into the break room. You said, let's skip. Black Butterfly said, sis, let's keep going. Black Butterfly said, sis, don't stop. You're a mess, girl. Let me read some of y'all comments. Simply as a stay-at-home mom, her kids should never be late. Man, that's what I'm saying. That's the thing. You probably either A, never got up when he was getting ready for school, or if you did get up, as soon as he walked out the door, you took your ass back to bed. So obviously he had to come in there and wake you up. You had to figure out what he was talking about and wash your face, brush your teeth, get your clothes on, cuss him out, and then take him to school. You know, hey, she had to get the little kids together to get them on. Well, you know what? The way she started the video, it looked like she had dropped the little boy off at pre-K and then took him to school. That's how the video looked, but I'm not really certain. Oh, right. JG, no. JG said, yes, parents like this are the words. Like I'm telling y'all, she is the type of parent that is an educator's nightmare. Always want to argue, always want to be combative. Like you have to learn in life as an adult. You don't always got to argue with people. A lot of times you can keep, Roxanne, yes, said, yeah, let's keep going, sis. A lot of times, y'all, you can get a lot done just by staying calm. You don't always got to pop up. Now, I ain't gonna lie, y'all. There are people that will test you and will take you there because people got a smart mouth. But even with all that being said, a lot of times you just got to be the bigger person, sis, and just stay calm. Because a lot of times you can make a person feel like a whole ass by you staying calm. You can make them seem and feel very stupid by you just remaining calm. Because there are times where people be trying to test you because they want you to go there where they're going. And you just have to agree. Sis, I'm not going there with you. You're going to have to go there by yourself. I agree, Miss Tasha. We got time. Let's go. So they said, come on, sis. What you doing? Now I got to save her, y'all. We already been on here an hour 42 minutes. And I ain't going to lie, y'all. My stomach touching my damn back. I'm hungry. And ain't none of y'all bought me lunch. Okay, well, shit, it's 5 o'clock. It's time for dinner. We grown in this house, and I still make sure my husband is up and be out the house on time for work. Exactly, rapping. It only makes sense. It's them lazy mamas and daddies for me, okay? Like, I never understood that. Even on my off days, y'all, when my kids were in school, I got my tail up because I don't know. I used to have a friend that was like, let me tell y'all this quick story, y'all. I had a friend. You said you bored, Jessica. I had a friend, you guys, that was like that. Her bedroom was in the basement of the house. And y'all, she never knew how her kids looked going out the house. I used to live next door to her because we lived in a duplex. And at that time, y'all, I didn't have any children. So I used to live next door to her. And I remember going to her house one morning and she literally was screaming from the basement. And those kids would be up, looking all disheveled, face ashy, hair nappy. They grabbing clothes out the dirty clothes basket because there wasn't nothing clean. And she would be down there in that basement barking orders from the basement. Never took her ass up them steps. The only time she would go up the steps if the kids was up there fighting and arguing in the morning. Then she would come upstairs and start cussing kids out and stuff. These were her children. And I used to think all my time, I used to say, because again, I didn't have kids at the time. And I used to say, I'm never going to be like her. Like, that's weird how she do her children. Because again, I came from my mom was always up with me and my brother when we were getting ready for school. Y'all, and this is my right hand. I don't ever remember one day that my brother and I were getting ready for school and my mother wasn't up with us. I don't remember one day where she was not up with us getting ready to go to school. And my mother, up until I was a senior in high school, my mother always had to be at work after we went to school. I think she had to be at work at 9. But when I became a senior, she ended up having to be at work before I had to go to school. But by that time, I'm in the 12th grade. I can handle it, right? But from kindergarten up until 12th grade, my mom was there every morning and was always up, making sure we were dressed appropriately. We did our housework before we left the house and sent us off to the, there was times where we took the bus, and then there was times when we walked to school. But needless to say, my mom was always up. So I just was like, that was instilled in me to be up with my kids. And I used to be like, it was so funny. My friend, one of my homegirls, she used to call me Big Ben. The clock in, what's that? Is that London? Because I would sound off the time. I would say it's 7 o'clock. It's 7:15. It's 7:30. It's 7:45. I would just be sounding the time off, and sometimes I'll be on the phone with my mom or my friends in the morning as I'm getting ready. And they say, girl, you sound like Big Ben over there sounding off the clock. But that was my way to keeping them on time, letting them know, come on, let's go. And then obviously I did that when they were much older. But even when my kids were in high school, I got up because obviously I had to go to work. But even if I was off that day, I still got up with my kids. I didn't lay in the bed while they running around the house getting dressed. And by the time they were in middle school and high school, they could dress themselves. But it was habit for me. It was instilled in me to get up with my kids. I don't understand the mamas that don't do that. Like, why don't you want to know what your kid is wearing before they walk out that door? Be all the same as something happened to their child and they say to you, ma'am, what was he or she wearing? Well, you can't tell them because you don't know, because you wasn't watching your child as they walked out the door. I never understood it. Modacia says, I'm an early bird, sis. Modacia said, always up and on time, never late. Mrs. K. Patrick said, I get up with my high schooler. I told him a lot, no way you finna make it seem like you ain't going no family looking crazy. Exactly, sis. Back in Butterfly said, yep, greasing up down, sure was. LaToya said, I'm up at 5:45 with hubby and my son. I know that's right. Miss TLD said, baby, I was like a drill sergeant in the morning with my girl. I'm telling you, honey, I was on it, okay? I definitely check my kids in the morning, Vaseline in hand. I know that right, Mrs. Simmons. Mrs. Simmons said, I be on it, sis. Zipping you up and zip gets caught on the chin. Right, Roxanne? I remember that. I got up because I wanted to make sure they got out. I needed my house to myself. I know that's right, Z. Miss Purple said, exactly, Tim. I followed my parents' lead. I didn't do my son like that. Nah, child, I don't know anything about. Like when Jasmine said Kayla and them got to come wake her up. I'm like, what? For what? Why? Child, you need to be waking them up. And I can say that, y'all, because my youngest son is graduating tomorrow. And after all these years, y'all, when school starts back up in August, I don't have that to do anymore. It's over for me. And it's so bittersweet, y'all. Tomorrow I will be, my last child will be walking the stage, getting his diploma and going on with life, So for all you moms out there with still the young kiddos at home, y'all day is coming too, okay? Y'all day is rapidly approaching where you can watch your child walk across that stage and get their diploma. That day is so, and that was my dream. That was my goal for all my kids to get their high school diploma, prayerfully go off to college or get some type of trade, because college is not for everybody, but do something with your life, So yes, tomorrow I definitely will be sitting in the stands rooting my baby on for finally getting, and he finished on time in his grade and like the year he was supposed to graduate, all that. Okay. Yes, thank y'all so much for the congratulations. Thank y'all so much. So yeah, so he finally did it, all of them. So I definitely will have my 4th high school diploma sitting on the fireplace mantle, honey. I'm waiting on to pick that diploma up tomorrow. Let's see. You are a good mom and cared about your kids. I'm up with my kids, making sure they are clean and cute going to school. Some so-called moms don't care. Yeah, it's unfortunate, y'all. It's unfortunate that you do got a lot of kiddos that the moms and dads don't really care as much. It's unfortunate. Yes, right, Bodacious, exactly. I leave before my kids, so all their clothes are ironed and on the hanger for the week. Right, Miss Juicy, exactly, honey. Because there was times where I had jobs where I left the house before they did. And then, honey, thank God for the cell phone. Okay, thank God for the cell phone, because the cell phone was my damn best friend. Because I was on that phone, waking folks up, making sure people got up and getting on the way out the door, you know. But I made sure those type of jobs, I didn't have those type of hours of starting work until they were much, much older. When my kids were young, you know, obviously I was home before they got, you know, while they were getting on the bus, or I had to take them to school, you know. Yeah, it definitely is mom life. It definitely is a blessing. Okay. Sean said, my third baby graduated Friday. I have one left and he's in 11th grade. Okay, Sean, honey, you almost there, baby. Congratulations to your child. I would have been empty nester next year, but I started all over. Oh, poor Miss Juicy. But that's okay, sis. Your time is coming, honey. All right, y'all. That's my time. Thank you, Mom Life. That's my time, y'all. I'm out of here. Thank y'all so much for tuning in. I hope y'all enjoyed this reaction video. We're definitely going to get Miss Allison back in the break room one more time. Maybe 2 more times. It depends on her and her damn videos over there. All right. I'm going, y'all. I'll see y'all much, much later. Y'all be good. Y'all be great. And I'll definitely see y'all in the next one. Remember, sub what you love. Bye.